And still discussing events playing out in the Middle East, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's controversial plans for a new military push in the Gaza Strip, raising warnings from the army leadership, opposition from hostage families, and concerns that more Palestinians will be killed. Well, the Israeli government has not specified when the operations, which could take months, will start, as the military will have to call up thousands of reservists exhausted after serving multiple times and allow for the forced evacuation of residents from an area where around 800,000 Palestinians live. The plans have sparked fresh condemnation from countries which have expressed anger over the situation in Gaza and urged Israel to end the war. But international pressure is unlikely to force Netanyahu change his direction. Well, and to get reactions for this development, I have joining me in the studio Ramzi Abu Ibrahim, a Palestinian Middle East analyst. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Join me on the program. Let me start from the bottom where I stopped with Marek. An attempt to stop aid distribution to force Palestinians out of their ancestral land. I asked him, and he said that's possible. What do you make of it?
Well, thank you for having me today. And we have to put a light on what the human being of Benjamin Netanyahu is thinking. He has approved every day that he need to be visit a doctor for psychological brain issue. This man does not even want, does not care of all the recall and call from all over international concern. And he's in his way of stepping further, of telling the world he is not concerned of a human being which is killing or hunger. He called today Trump or yesterday, and he tell him that the hunger war propaganda by Palestinian and by Hamas, all is a lies. Witkoff give report to Trump that yes, children are dying. Benjamin Netanyahu still want to exist in his seat, and he want to continue and go ahead extremely to destroy the remaining part of Gaza, which I can show on this map. Can you please put the map on the screen?
Producer, do we have the map? Yeah, just go on.
Okay. Benjamin Netanyahu, he's occupying 75% of Gaza today. What left is just 25%. 2 million, or 2.3 rather.
Yeah, that's the map there.
That's the map. If you look at the white places here, are the areas where the Palestinians today.
Just those small places.
25% of Gaza.
Yeah, like you said.
All this area, which the occupation army, the Israeli army, the radical army of this world, are demolish and clean up and wipe off all the Palestinians. I will give you the second city of Khan Yunis. Look at Khan Yunis. Can you check the second map?
Yep.
Look at what it was 2 weeks ago and what it was today. Exactly, Benjamin Netanyahu is doing what he wants to replace and to take off all the Palestinians in Gaza.
The last bit I read, I talked about the fact that it's that international pressure is unlikely to force Netanyahu to change his direction. Do you think that will happen? Because Germany has said, we're not supplying arms anymore.
Yes, indeed. Benjamin Netanyahu called German leadership this evening, and he was accusing him that why should you stop supplying the arm and ammunition to Israel, and Israel is facing a Holocaust by the Palestinians. By the way, we are under Holocaust today. What happened to the Jews by Hitler is what's happening today by Benjamin Netanyahu to the Palestinians. The hunger of last 2 months, the children, which we have spoken many times of it, children are dying every day. Today, journalists cannot speak. I have my cousin, he is also a journalist. He cannot even speak, cannot stand because of hunger. Today, the hunger is not only children. We have mothers who are pregnant, over 60,000. We have babies, they have come into this life. Babies, over 50,000. Netanyahu is still want to kill them and wipe them off of this earth. Well, Germany is the last country in Europe have kept silent of recognition of the Palestinians. Why Netanyahu came with this? Because the whole world have realized today we have to give the right to the Palestinians. Last week I was here with your second colleague and we spoke about Britain. Britain, after 100 plus 1917 Balfour Declaration, which it has given the right to the Jews to stay in a land does not belong to them, which is Palestine. Today Britain want to correct the direction. And today Britain have told the whole world, by September, we are recognizing Palestine. If the whole world today wake up, this Benjamin Netanyahu will go to prison. He will not continue. And this government will not continue to be seated as the way are doing. They are not concerned of international law. They are not concerned of a human feeling. They are not concerned of genocide. They are not concerned of wiping off a whole nation from their own land. Yes.
You're a Middle East analyst.
Yes.
I can't quite remember the particular president or head of state that, I think it was Canada or who was saying that they want they recognized a Palestinian
also Canada
state.
has done that.
Well, yeah, it was Canada. It was what Canada was saying, where Hamas will not be part of, elections will be held, and then you will have a government. And they're thinking September. Now, when Hamas says this is a full-fledged war crime with a high cost, what do you make of that?
Indeed, if Hamas today tells Netanyahu, come, you want to stop this war, we are not going to be part of government, coming government. Come, take your hostages all at once, give us our hostages and our prisoners, which we have up to 15,000 prisoners inside Israeli prison. Addition to that, withdraw all your army. We agree as a Palestinians, we build up a technocrat government of those who are intellectual of the Palestinian society. We are a people, we are not ordinary people, my brother, in this life. If you read about Palestinians, you will know. Palestinians are proactive. Palestinians are intelligent. They are working everywhere in this world, even in NASA, so-called America. You take all, we take all, and we rebuild our home, which you have destroyed. Netanyahu does not want that because he knows the moment he accepts, he's not more in the government. The moment he accepts, he's going to jail. The moment he accepts, he's wanted a crime tribunal in ICU. So Netanyahu wants to remain where he is.
So his actions, so what you're saying briefly before we end the interview is that every action that Netanyahu is taking is basically politically motivated.
Yes.
It's self-preservation.
Yes. He wants to be where he is. He does not care what happened else. He does not care about his hostages. His army, chief of army, he's warning him. Alliance and outside government is warning him. Netanyahu, you cannot go. You are killing. Your army has been fighting for 2 years. He does not even care. You know what his wife says? If Zamir cannot do that, let him resign. A wife of Prime Minister.
All right, Ramsey, we'll leave it there. We hope for the best. We hope for that peace and that these two solution state will eventually come to be. Ramsey Abu Ibrahim, a Palestinian Middle East analyst, thank you for being on the program.
Thank you very much, and thank you for everyone.